Hello everyone, I'm Eric Mahoja and this is E+D Wrestling News, episode 9. Yes, instead of beginning up with something happy, and then it begins on something sad. Alright, it really is not something to joke around with. We all know, well, hope you know, Tony Bohr. Well, he passed away today, and he was only 83 years old. We know China, right? One of the toughest divas in WWE history. She freaks over a spider, but in China. But the spider was opposing the spider, and it bit China. China did go to the doctor, and the doctor did tell her to go to the ER. But China said, no, it would cost too much. So she went home, got her swift. Let's see exactly the name of it. The exact name of it. Her Swift Army knife, and she cut all that grossness stuff out herself. And she said she's still in pain. Well, she did it herself. She cut it up in a Swift Army knife. Of course, she's gonna be in real pain. I'm sorry, she must be in really deep money trouble if she didn't go to the doctor and get it taken care of. But sorry that she got bitten, but she should have went to the doctor. Anyway, we know the coach, right? Former WWE employee, but now he works with ESPN, and he is a daddy now. Sci-Fi confirmed that they are filming NXT Season 3. Some awesome action for Season 3, we heard. Former WWE Luna Vacant, we know Luna, right? She was a crazy active one. Well, she was found dead at 48 years old. She was living, all we know so far is she was living at her mother's house because her house was burned down by a fire. And her two sons, I guess, walked in and found her dead. Sad scenario. But she performed in WWE from 1993 and took her last nap in 2000. Kurt Angle's TNA contract is expiring in 1 year. What will he do next? Well, he's still thinking. He did have an interview with the boss of her son, and he said that he's financially fine. He don't need money. He's fine. He have a couple food companies. He's doing movies now. But he won't miss wrestling. He have a lot to think about because wrestling, he always loved wrestling. Okay, but I think it's time for him to go in his mind. He's so great in the ring, but he thinks he likes to go. He say his body is in pain. Not as much now because TNA is not that everyday work, but his body have that chance to recuperate thanks to TNA. That about Kurt Angle, but now Mickie James speaks about things. She loves wrestling and she loves music, and she's thinking about doing both now. While at one of her concerts, Dixie Carter came up to her after the concert and asked her if she wanted to come back to TNA. Her CD called Strangers and Angels. She said she used to always love music, and now she's finally doing that. She used to play violin in high school. She loved to sing, and she loved to wrestle. She also tried acting on a show Psych. She said it was okay, but acting is totally not my thing. She would like to wrestle and do her music, but she's still working on things and see where things take her. She says in the interview, wrestling shows her her strength, and music shows a different side of her. Now since she is wrestling on the independent side, she said it's totally different than wrestling for WWE. She loved WWE and her success that she did, that she had in WWE, but she wished she would have accomplished more. She also described that she liked the storyline between Nikki and Trisha. The storyline at the WrestleMania was awesome and brought the good out of her and taught her fabulous wrestling. Now, Mickey thought that WWE didn't use her indie name, which is at Alexis Loris, because it didn't sound weird. But Mickey James did sound weird, so she wanted to thank her parents for giving her a cool name. It is Mickey James. Okay, the Piggy James and Michelle McCool storyline, she did have to be honest, and I agree with her. She didn't like the Piggy James storyline. I mean, I didn't like it either. I thought that was disrespectful to have that good of a talent to go through a story like that, but it also is a storyline. It is to make people laugh. It is paper. I mean, if you saw Mickey James and if you saw Lay Cool and Michelle McCool, they booed the crap out of them when they started to say Piggy James. Alright, so she had a huge fan reaction. She had a huge fan group, and so it a storyline. They still love Mickey James. I mean, people did like Laku, but obviously we knew Mickey James had a bigger fan group, and they still was on their side, but they called her Mickey James. So storyline was messed up, but you have to understand, it is entertainment and it is a storyline. Okay, and then she talked about how music and wrestling fans are alike. Alright, if you have a good fan support in both, they will follow you throughout whatever you do. Done talking about Mickey James, now to talk about Kimbo Slice. He is leaving MMA and going to boxing. We all know Matt Spike Douglas Tyson, right? He will be retiring officially on September 11th. We know the Boogeyman, right? He is set to return. We do not know yet, but he is set to return. Former WWE Diva Jazz turned 37. WWE Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter is now 62 years old. Tiffany made her first tweet in 2 weeks. Kurt Angle endorses Linda McMahon. And the Dudley Bowl returned to WWE. And the finale of episode 9, E+D Wrestling News. My favorite, Waiting! Anyway, WWE Superstars Waiting this Thursday came to be about 0.59, which is about 658,000 viewers, with a replay made of 0.13, which is only 128,000 viewers. If I were WWE, I would stop Superstar because the rating is horrible. But I have to say, WWE, I just lost my thought. But anyway, what I mean is they just top Superstars, okay? It is a show for all brands, alright? But they should have known before making Superstars that it wouldn't work, because they had that show Philosophy or whatever it's called, which didn't work. The only truly 1 hour show that actually worked was Sunday Night Heat. That was the best show. They should have kept it. They didn't. Now they should have not. They should just cancel Superstars, because the reality show for TNA Reaction beat Superstars with a 0.68, making a 950,000 viewers. So the reality show beat Superstars. But hey, that is on them. Also, WWE confirmed the firing of SmackDown Diva Serena. Like I said, it's not fair. Serena do have a personal life. I understand it interferes with their storyline, but people know that this is fake, okay? It's entertainment. But also, there are people who out there that don't know it's fake. We should know that it's fake. But I say Serena deserves to have a personal life too. So guess what? You can fuck this up too. Anyway, TNA Impact rating came in this week. They made a 1.07, which is a 1.4 Merlin viewers. So they are back in the Merlin. Almost close to 2 million. That is it for E+D Wrestling News. Thank you for watching E+D Wrestling News. Don't forget to watch episode 10 tomorrow.